What's going on, everybody? This is Market, and today we're going to be playing a game of Would You Rather. So the first one is WhatsApp or Facebook. If Messenger counts as WhatsApp, I suppose that one would come under WhatsApp, but Messenger separate to WhatsApp. Let's just click on WhatsApp because... Right then, on to the next question. If there's any cuts in here, it's probably because there's an ad that's come up and I don't really want to get... I'm not like sponsoring anybody. Have a lightsaber or have a personal assistant. Honestly, it would be cooler to have a lightsaber. I'm gonna go with a lightsaber because why not? KFC or Burger King? Ooh, that's a difficult one. I'd personally go for KFC because there's like a KFC near me, and I don't really go to Burger King that much. I haven't been to Burger King since I was like younger, so I mean, I'm gonna have to go with KFC because that's the one that's more accessible for me. So I'm gonna go with KFC. Oh look, 52%. Eat a spider or eat boogers. I mean, I don't find spiders creepy or like anything. I just see them as another animal, but I'm gonna go with the bottom one. I'm just gonna go with the bottom one anyway because why not? Oh look, 66% of people chose that one. So yeah, always fall asleep at 9 PM or fall asleep at 1 AM. Oh, I'm one of the late sleepers. I usually go to sleep around the around 1 AM anyway, because I'm like usually spending a lot of my time online on Twitter and stuff. So I mean, I'd rather go to sleep at 9 PM because it leads to a fresher start in the morning. You're just going to go for the bottom one anyway because that's the one that just naturally happens, like because you spend so much time online. Oh look, most people chose that one as well. Be run over by a car or run over someone else? Why? Oh wow. That is a difficult one. It doesn't say rather... I mean, both of them can cause serious problems and consequences. I was going to go for the top one, because I was going to say you could go to the hospital and then get over and done with, but then that can cause permanent life changing problems, and the bottom one can as well. But I suppose with bottom ones, if it's snacks, well it depends what the how much the victim gets affected. I mean, if you kill them, then it's going to be very serious. Oh wow, this is a difficult question, guys. This is a really difficult question. I think I'm going to go for the top one because, running over someone else it seems more serious than being run over yourself, but then both of them are very serious things and lead to very serious consequences. I'm just going to go with the top one for now. Ooh, 60% of people chose the bottom one. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I'm going to go with the bottom one on that. Oh look, most people chose that one. It doesn't say if it's someone else's or your own. I mean, both of them are very disgusting. This is also a difficult question. I'm thinking about diseases. You can get diseases from both. Oh, and I got a weird story about the bottom one. Back when I was at primary school, I don't think I should say because it involves other people. Basically, someone spat in my mouth. The amount you'd find in the cup came out of this person's mouth. I think I'm going to choose the bottom one because that's happened to me before. Oh, and I really do apologise right now, guys. I've only just noticed my webcam is not recording. Hold on a minute. I'm pressing record on my webcam, but it's not doing anything. I'd only just noticed my webcam was not recording. That's happened to me a lot, like in the past couple of days when I've been recording. And I'm just looking at my webcam right now, and the numbers stopped. My webcam's been messing up a lot recently, but that doesn't matter. That's nothing to do with this video. Let's get right into what I'm doing here. Would you be dressed appropriately for the weather, or always have a noticeably pleasant... Oh. I think I'm going to go with the top one. Because when it's pouring down with rain, I mean... Right, let's just choose the top one. Yeah, most people chose that one anyway. Oh dear, this is a hard one. I don't want you guys judging me right now. I mean, there's only two answers. I mean, I'm going to have to choose one of them anyway, aren't I? Like, I'm not any of these guys. Don't, like, judge me because I'm playing a game with only two answers. This is a very, like, hard question. I'm going to choose the bottom one because... Ooh! Oh wow! 69% of people chose that one. The top one, I suppose. Yeah. The top one, definitely. I hate maths. But yeah, date a co-worker or date a housemate. Oh, I suppose the top one, I suppose, yeah. Own the world's greatest shower or own the world's greatest bed. The bottom one. Be the first person to walk to Mars via a one-way trip or never travel to space. This is a funny question actually, because when I was younger... Guys? My webcam stopped recording again. Right then guys, my webcam's recording again. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to have to keep looking up every now and then to see when it's going to, you know, if it messes up or not. But let's move on to the next question. Be the first person to travel... Okay, this is funny because when I was younger I wanted to be the first person on Mars. But as I've grown older, I'm like... I don't really want to be stranded up there in the middle of nowhere, like, where I could die easily and, you know, be stranded and, like, isolated from everything else. You know, I had a realization moment where I was like, would I want to be in a place without life or with life? I had these, like, epiphany moments of people, you know, being born on Mars, looking at pictures, dreaming of seeing life, and it made me realise that I really don't want to be up there. So I think that the obvious question for me with this question is never travel to space, the bottom one. There we go, and most people choose that one anyway. Ooh, this is a difficult one. I'm going to go with the top one because... I don't know. I really don't have a preferred foot. Like, each of my feet are equal. This is my right hand. That's my right hand. So when it comes to preferred foot, that'll be losing both of my feet. Oh, and if I do lose like 1 foot or 2 feet or whatever, I won't be able to walk. Well, I will if I lose I probably will if there's something to, you know, replace it. But I'm gonna go with my foot on this one. Everybody chose that one. I go for the top one because there's like I suppose the top one there's a difference. Because with a difference it'll be more interesting, and you know there will be like separate personalities and stuff. So I'll go with the top one. Always have bad hair or always have bad teeth. I think you guys know the honest question to this. But this one is a difficult one. Would I be homeless or would I be in prison? Oh, more people chose the bottom one. Actually, no. When you're in prison, you get chosen. You don't get chosen. You get given some stuff. You get given stuff for free. So I should have chosen the bottom one. Okay, this one's honest. The top one. Everyone chooses the top one. Find everything you've ever lost. Remember everything you've ever forgotten. Reminded me of the World Freedom choice that Destructive Whisper character was asking off a Blue Lizard. This is a trick question. The bottom one provides for the top one as well. Do you want to know why? Because if you lose something, then you can remember where you left it, or you can. I mean, if it just dropped out of your pocket, I suppose that isn't an option then. But if you look back in your memories, you can probably. I'm going to choose the bottom one on this. Lick everything you see or eat everything you see. Is it every food you see or everything you see? I mean, am I gonna eat like, I don't know, a bit of wood? I mean, I'd rather lick it, because why would you want to eat everything? You know, I'm looking at my computer now. Why do I want to eat my computer? It's like, simple to lick it. I mean, I know it's disgusting, but I mean, if you eat it, you're probably gonna like die from it. So, and if you lick it, you're probably not gonna die unless there's like germs or something on there. So I'm gonna choose the bottom one. I have glasses, guys, but I'd rather choose contacts. Let's choose the bottom one because I'd rather have that. I think I'm gonna choose the top one because with the bottom one, if they've got more powerful technology, right, you might die quicker. So I'm going to choose the top one. The bottom one was the most chosen. I'm going to choose the bottom one. I know that's a bit harsh, but family are more closer than like anyone. And 71% of people chose the bottom one. Okay, fight against one human-sized woodpecker. Okay, alligators have more rough skin. That's more difficult than you think it is. Imagine if a woodpecker was human size, it'd have a huge beak. I suppose the same thing happens with like cats. Is like, you know, big cats, even though they do the same thing as a small cat, they're more likely to kill you because they're bigger and stronger. And the small cats just do like exactly the same as a lion would, technically. And I suppose with like this woodpecker question, that's the same sort of thing. In real life, a woodpecker would probably make you bleed. You know, a real life sized one. But if it's human size, it would probably bite your head off. So, well, I suppose it's more dangerous with 3 alligators. I need to read this question again. It's not 1 alligator, it's 3. So it might be better with the top one, technically, but let's go with the top one. Most people chose that one anyway. So I'll probably go with the bottom one. Most people chose the top one. I'm gonna go with the top one on this. Have eyes with automatic video recording. Just imagine how cool that would be. Have ears with automatic audio recording. Oh, so you can only have one, you can't have both. You're more likely to experience something using your sight, and it's probably better to keep that. So I'm gonna go with the top one. Most people chose. I mean, we're all the top one, and actually, no. It's not immortal, but the one we live on is mortal and mortal. This is a question between mortal and immortal, or immortal and mortal. Would you rather live forever on a planet that will die? But then you die, so you're not immortal. Or do you live forever? Do you just float about in space? I think I'd go with the bottom one, because I don't want to be floating around in space for eternity. If it's immortal on an immortal, I mean, everyone would probably choose that one, like, for sure, but if it's immortal on mortal, like, who's going to choose that? And if it's mortal on an immortal, that'd be no different than, like, living your life anyway, because, you know, as soon as you die, the world's technically immortal anyway, even though it's not, but according to your brain it is, because it never sees what's after. I'm going to go with the top one because then you can have a much more fun experience, you can learn stuff, and you can just build on, you know, who you are without going insane. Like, imagine being on the bottom one and then just floating around in space for eternity. You're probably going to go insane. You know, there's nothing to do. Your experience is going to be short. For the bottom one, you're going to be... everything's just going to end and you're just going to be floating around in darkness forever, which is not what anyone wants to be in. I think the honest answer on this is the top one. Oh wow! Most people chose the bottom one. That's quite surprising in my opinion. I mean, the bottom one could mean you die as soon as the planet dies, but... I mean, each of these answers have multiple ways of looking at them. Have to stand all day, have to sit all day. Honestly, I'd go with the bottom one. I'm not standing all day, to be honest. Most people chose that one anyway. Oh, another ad. This time it's Fortnite. And if you haven't, go check out my previous video. Actually, it's not my previous video. It's probably like 2 videos ago. But let's just move on with this. See all of your possessions. See all of your organs. Ew, what? I'll go with the top one. Actually, I'm not sure. What does it mean by possessions? That could mean anything. Oh no! It's not C, it's South. Let's move on. Pretend you never saw that. Right, let's go on to this one. Never eat meat again, or only eat meat for the rest of your life. Oh, there's not much, like, diversity in food with that, is there? If you eat meat for the rest of your life, you could go, like, vegan and, like, eat nuts and stuff. I mean, I could go with the top one, because then you can have more diversity with, like, what you eat. I'd go with the top one. I'm honestly going to go with the bottom. Most people chose the top one. Bottom one. Oh, ability to fly. Just imagine that. I don't have to take the bus anymore. Have a pause button on your life. Imagine how cool that would be. Give yourself all the time in the world. The top one. Spend a year in the desert or live in Antarctica for a year. I'm going to go with the top one. I'm going to go with the top one on this again. I'm going against like what most people choose on these, which is this is an interesting experience. I don't think I've played this game for this long before. How long have I played this? I've played it for nearly 40 minutes, and for like half of it you never even saw me because my webcam was messed up. Wouldn't it be cool to know the top one? I'd go with the bottom one. I think the bottom one would be pretty cool. Oh dear, no. I'm not choosing the bottom one. I'm going to choose the top one. It'll probably be more healthier with the top one. I'm going to choose the bottom one. Most people choose the top one. I'd rather lose half my hearing. I'd choose the bottom one. Bottom one, sorry. Ooh, 50-50, guys. I know you can see my screen, so there's no point showing you that. Oh, wow, I'll go with the top one. I'm going to go with the top one. Most people chose the bottom one. Yeah, this is going to be the end of the Would You Rather here. It was very fun playing this game. Hopefully my webcam's still recording because I had a lot of problems with that today. Trying to record, but unfortunately it didn't work. And I just came up with a great idea. Perhaps I should play this game in the future, but do it for a live stream and have you guys answering the questions for me. That would be a very cool experience. There's a lot of stuff coming soon. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you have an opinion on this video, please let me know in the comments below and I'll improve in the future. If you wish to show this to other people, please share it. If you want to keep up to date with me and watch any of my future videos, which will probably be better than this one or like this one, please subscribe and I'll be in your subscriptions ready for you to come across the next time I upload a video. And if you want to be notified for when I upload a video, please hit the notification bell and I'll come up in your notifications whenever a new video comes out. This is Mark and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.